I've seen a lot of my friends from elementary school go down the path of drug and alcohol abuse, and I don't want to see that happen to everyone, and if I can do something about it personally, I want to do that.
Because I have lots of friends in high school and lots of family members that have struggled mental health, struggled with substance abuse, and it's just really important to me to try to teach others about that so it doesn't happen to others like it's happened to people I've known. And also just for myself too, educate myself. So a little bit about Hope for Youth. It's a nonprofit organization in Pryor that focuses on substance abuse, mainly in youth, but also in the rest of the community. And Impact Council is really where it's youth oriented. We love to focus on like the schools and stuff, substance abuse prevention and awareness, and we've also shifted a little bit into mental health awareness this year at our schools. Like this month is Suicide Prevention Awareness and Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month, and we've really been focusing on our students' mental health, and we're actually working on that today, working on a few projects for that, like we're showing a PSA, and we're doing a few posters, and we're putting up magnets all over the lockers. So that's really our focus this month, but it's really what we're all about.
We've really stepped in more the past few years and have really gotten out there and talked to the kids a little bit more.
I mean, I see how it could affect and how it does affect community, because even this last week we've had, I think, 2 overdoses in our school, both requiring ambulances to come and take the kids out.
We have targeted quite a few kids. I think our numbers are going down and our school-wide and everything.
So we actually have taken surveys. We take surveys every 2 years, and one of the questions on the survey was like, how bad do you think, it was to the students, to sophomores and 8th graders I believe, it was like, how bad do you think using tobacco or drinking alcohol is 1 to 2 times a day? And the first one we did, and I forgot what year it was quite a back year, so maybe 2017, and we saw a 5% increase in students that thought it had a negative effect. Then so the surveys were about 2 years apart, and the most recent one had about a 5% increase in students who thought tobacco was negative, and about a 9.2 increase in students who thought alcohol use was negative. So that was a really big thing for us, because the numbers were pretty low in that first survey. And also just around the high school, we see a lot more students getting involved in things like student council, leadership activities. Just everywhere in the high school I'm seeing more and more clubs, more and more things that emphasize positivity, and just since my freshman year to now it's much more student involvedness and stuff.
I mean, it's been hard with COVID and stuff because we haven't been able to do all the stuff that we normally do. So that has limited down this last year. But before that, I've seen that because we do the student of the month, so you'd walk down the hall and you'd see it and people were like, oh, student of the month, and they knew that was from us and what we stood for. And and I think that it really has made a difference. And my only thing is I think it's made a small dent in a big load.
Well, I think the thing that really makes Impact Council work is all the time and dedication that everyone puts in and all the hard work. So I think it really pays off when we all work hard.
I was at a cross-country meet the other day, and our principal at Pryor High School came to watch, and he pulled me aside, and he was like, I just want to let you know that what you're doing right now at the high school and the junior high and the community, it is having a good effect, and I'm really proud of you guys, because being here a couple years, because he's only been principal since I was a freshman, I think, and he said he's seen a lot of change in the schools and the community just by what we're doing. And he kind of told me, just push it further, keep going. So that really meant a lot to me, because I was like, so even the principal is seeing a change, and he sees everything, so that meant a lot.
As a representative for the Oklahoma Turning Point Council, I'd like to name you as a 2021 Community Health Champion, and thank you for all the work that you do for